Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another very requested video, which is my MAC lipstick collection, and I'm just gonna get straight to it. I don't have the biggest collection in the world, as you can see. I have 11 lipsticks. I know some people have like 40. I've pretty much got all of the colours in MAC that I like. I'm very fussy. As you all know, I practically only really wear a pinky nude, although I do have a red in here. I think these videos are really useful because it's amazing to see the colours close up and what they look like on the lips, because obviously MAC have so many shades to choose from, and I remember when I didn't have any MAC lipsticks and I wanted to get some, I watched so many of these videos. I guess I'll just lucky dip. Okay, so this is Creme Cup, and this is actually my first ever MAC lipstick. This is the one that after I looked at all of those videos on YouTube, this is the one that I decided to go for, and this is a really popular colour. I used to wear this constantly. I haven't worn it in a while, I kind of forgot about it, but it's just a really pretty pale pink lipstick. People kind of label Creme Cup as like the go-to easy nude, but I don't really think it's nude. Like, it's quite pink. It's a cream sheen finish, which means that it's a really creamy consistency, so it's really nice and moisturising on the lips, but it still has a really high colour payoff, and they're just really nice to wear. They feel really comfortable on your lips. Okay, so next I have Modesty, which is another cream sheen finish, and this is probably quite similar to Creme Cup, but it's a lot darker and more muted, and it still falls into the nude category, but it's kind of just like a really neutral, slightly darker pink. It's really classic. Like, this is a really grown-up, classy lip colour. It's just very modest, I suppose. Like, the name is Modesty. It's like a very modest pink, and I think would go really well if you were wearing like more eye makeup, because it's quite a neutral lip. Next I have this one, which is French Twist, and I think this may have been a limited edition one, and I can't remember what collection it was, but I think it was in the summer that I got this. This is really pretty. This is a luster finish, which means that it kind of has a sheer to medium coverage. It's nice and moisturising and kind of has a slight sheen to it, like a slight gloss, but it's not too glossy at all. I do find the finish quite similar to cream sheen, to be honest, and it is buildable, so you can build the colour up. And this is another pinkish nude, except it does seem to have a bit more of like a coral undertone to it. Next I have one of my absolute favourites, and this is Honey Love. Oh, this is just one of my favourite lipsticks. I lived in it for like 2 months. I like didn't use any other lipsticks. I just loved it so much, and I've got this one on now, and it's a matte finish, so it's a really high colour payoff, and it doesn't have any shine whatsoever. It's just a matte lip. To be honest, I don't really like matte lipsticks because I hate it when you can kind of start seeing the crease of your lip and it looks really flat, but I don't really find that happens with MAC matte lipsticks. They have a really nice finish, and even though they're matte, they're still creamy. They're not too drying at all, which is amazing. And I like to call this lipstick the Velvet Teddy for wimps. So obviously Velvet Teddy is a incredibly popular shade, but personally I find it a bit too severe on my lips, and I know it's kind of classed as a nude, but for me it's a bit dark and harsh. So I just love this so much because you kind of get the same effect as Velvet Teddy. You've still got that nude matte sexy lip, but this one's a lot paler, a lot softer, and a lot prettier, if you ask me. It's just that beautiful pinkish brown or rosy brown. It's like the perfect colour. It just is amazing, and this is probably my favourite MAC lipstick out of all of them. Now I've got the only lipstick in the collection that isn't a pinky nude, and this is my classic red lip, and this one is MAC Red. It's a satin finish, which is kind of like the step between cream sheen and matte. So it's got that really creamy feel, but it's still quite solid. This is the lipstick that I wore in my Marvin Gaye cover. I got so many comments and tweets and Instagram comments saying like, what lipstick are you wearing? And this is the one. So yeah, this is the one that I wore. I will link the video down below if you want to see it. And I hardly had to reapply it. It stays on amazingly, and it's just that really red carpet, Hollywood glamour red lip. Lots of people love Ruby Woo as their MAC red lipstick. That's probably the most popular one, and that colour is amazing, but for me it's a bit too statement. Like, you cannot get away from it. It's so bright and it's so matte. So if you want that, then definitely go for Ruby Woo. But if you want something like that but just pulled back a little bit, like not so whoa red, then I would say go for MAC Red. It's just a really classic, lovely colour. Next I've got Patisserie, which I didn't get too long ago. I haven't actually used it yet, but I've been looking at this colour for a while, and for the last like year, every time I've gone in, like I fancy a new MAC lipstick. This is always a contender, but I would never actually get it. I would always go for something else, but I eventually decided to get it the other day. It's really pretty. This is another really neutral, pinkish nude, except this is a luster finish, which means it's got that sheer to medium buildable coverage. It's slightly glossier. It's really, really nice. I find if a lipstick has a bit of gloss, it makes your lips look fuller and healthier, so I really like luster lipsticks. I don't think they're the most popular, but I really like them. And this is kind of like a Your Lips But Better colour. It really doesn't have that much effect, but it kind of just really enhances your natural lip. It just makes it look really, really pretty, and it kind of just puts your face together. So if you didn't want to look like you were wearing a lot of lipstick or a lot of makeup and you just wanted like a really natural face, this one would be a really, really good one for that. So now I have Hugh, which is another one of my absolute favourites, and this was like my summer lipstick. Last summer I didn't wear anything else, it was just Hugh all day, every day. And this is another really, really popular pinky nude. Loads of people get this because you just can't go wrong with it. And this colour is just about as basic as it gets. It's just a pale pink, but it's so, so pretty, and I swear it looks good on everyone, no matter what your skin tone. And this is a glaze finish, and I think there are only like a few lipsticks that are glazed in MAC, and this is supposed to be like a more sheer coverage than the others, but to be honest I still find the colour payoff quite good. Like I do maybe have to layer it on twice, but it's not that sheer. It's really, really nice, and it's just a really soft, pretty pink, and where it's not matte, where it is a glaze, it makes it much softer on the lip, and it's just so easy to wear. Like no one could go wrong with this. Anyone could wear this and look nice. It's just a foolproof colour. It's so, so pretty. Next I have Japanese Maple, which I love. This is really, really pretty. It's a very pale beigey colour. It's another cream sheen, and I'd say aside from Honey Love, this is like the ultimate nude. It's so, so neutral. It's just a pale beige, but it kind of has this peachy tint to it, so it's not brown, because I don't really like nude lipsticks that are just beige and don't have a hint of another colour in, because I just think they're kind of a bit fleshy, like you kind of look like you're wearing foundation lips. But this has a really nice pop of peachy pink, and it's a really classy colour, but still really young and feminine. I think the darker nudes are a bit more mature, like Honey Love and Modesty, whereas Japanese Maple I think is really young and fresh. Next I have this one, which is Blankety, which I've had for a while now, and this is an amplified finish, which is really, really nice. It's basically like cream sheen, so you get that really nice consistency putting it on your lips, but they're just more pigmented, so the colour payoff is much, much better. And this one is quite similar to Honey Love, except it has more pink in it, so it's another soft beige but with a more pinkish rosy tone. It's kind of like a cross between Honey Love and Japanese Maple. I used to wear this quite a lot, and again I forgot about it. I should start wearing it again. And can we just appreciate how all MAC lipsticks smell like Cadbury's? Like whenever I smell a MAC lipstick, all I can smell is cream egg. Then I have this one, which is Peach Blossom, and again this is another new one. I haven't used this one too much, and this one is described as a frosted cool nude, but I would personally say that it actually has quite a lot of pink in it. It's a very pinky nude, and to say it's called Peach Blossom, I wouldn't really say it's very peachy. It's quite a cool toned pinky nude, and it's very similar to Patisserie. It kind of has that same Your Lips But Better, very natural, neutral colour. Really good if you're just going for a natural look. And then finally, the last one in my collection is Pure Zen. So that's this one, which melted a while ago so it looks a bit odd, and this one is described as a frosted warm nude. So Peach Blossom was a frosted cool nude, and this is a frosted warm nude, and to be honest I've never understood this. I really think they should swap names, because this is much more peachy than Peach Blossom. It is a lot warmer. It's really, really pretty. It's very, very similar to Japanese Maple, except where Japanese Maple is more beige, this does have more colour in. So the colours are very, very similar, but this is just a little bit bolder, but it's still really neutral. It's really pretty. It's kind of slightly peachier, even maybe slightly coral, very, very subtle, but it's more of like a summer nude. And again, this one is a cream sheen, so really nice finish. Now look at my hand. See how I did the red really, really small, because it doesn't come off, seriously. So that's all of my MAC lipsticks. I hope that I've educated you. If you're one of those really annoying people, like my mum and my boyfriend, that are like, all your lipsticks are exactly the same, hopefully this has shown you that they're absolutely not. They're all very, very different. And this is actually a conversation I had the other day with my all-time Women Crush Wednesday, Charlotte Tilbury. When I met her, it's not cool to name drop, it's not, but I had to, because she's life. And I was talking to her because she's just released like all these new lipstick shades, and there's a nude that I really love. It's called Kim KW after Kim Kardashian West. And we were talking about it, about how like no one gets it, like all nude lipsticks are so different. And yeah, it was a great moment because she's like best. I hope you guys liked the video and it gave you some inspiration if you just didn't know which nude lipstick to go for. I also have quite a nice collection of YSL lipsticks, so if you would like me to do a YSL lipstick collection, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you've got this far and you are new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe. You can do this by clicking on the red button just underneath me that says subscribe. Don't forget you guys can also follow me on Twitter at FreddyMyLove and Instagram at FreddyCousinBrown. You can also add me on Snapchat, it's the same as my Twitter. All of the links to my social media will be down below in the description box, as well as all of the shades from the lipsticks that I've shown you today. As always, I hope you all had a lovely Monday. Have an amazing week, and I will see you next Monday in my video.